Hello, everybody. As you will notice, I have posted, I'm sending a second video just to make sure and to be clear. And this is because of all the questions that I'm getting. So here you have AP Capstone 1. As we've also finished the grading for AP Capstone for participation. It will be a, well, they're calling it participation grade, but these are the different tasks and the different levels. You will see it on the other video. And we've graded on different aspects, and basically it's for completion now. Just to summarize, and also this is to send to parents. It's based on completion, and it's also based on where you are right now, where you are at this point in the program. And that you have, if a lot of you have improved on your public speaking skills, you have submitted scripts. Some of you also need to go back through and submit your IRRs. These need to be submitted. The final version needs to be submitted ASAP. So let's go through this. Let's try this again because honestly, so going back to Google Classroom, we open up to Capstone, we go to classwork, we open up to a section called finalization. And this is where you submit your IRR for editing. And this is where the final copy of whatever you gave me before is due. It says that it's due tonight. So it should be, this is so I can start going, me and Ms. Raidas can start going through them tomorrow. There are some already went through. I do know the ones who have turned them in. Don't forget, I did not forget you. Now, for the second part, okay, you put your group name, your research question, and then your presentation link here. Okay, that's it. That's all I want from now. Because this is basically, these two submissions are the culmination. It's like everything in a nutshell in these two links right here. So, and this right here, each group has to submit one, not each person. All right, so you put your group name, you put your research question, you put your presentation link. There are some of you who have not submitted scripts or do anything. Look, I'm going to try to be as fair to you guys as possible. This is a grade on your report card. It is also a possible AP credit. And America has its own schedule. We're going by American schedules. So you need to hunker down and you need to, for the next month, need to keep plowing through and going through the College Board website, asking your teachers, your mentors, whatever resources you have, and to start practicing on the test. You need to practice on the test and you need to practice on the test. I will be uploading some more stuff. I will try to go over it. Even though we do just have these few days, you should be showing up at school and you should be asking your teachers. Honestly, right now, the priority should be your studying and getting through your AP material. And, you know, the vacations, I think we're off like June, the middle of June. So basically, and after you finish your AP exams, you're pretty much scot-free. So this goes back to you guys, and it goes back to what your priorities are. I am here to help. And I would actually like to show the exam and what it looks like since we're already on here. Wait, let me pause a little bit. Hold on. So I've been studying the tests and I did create an EOC. It's called the end of course exam. I'm going to call it the EOC. And basically the things that you need to identify are the author's argument, the main idea, and the thesis. You also need to identify something called line of reasoning. So basically, I want to say that there's a hierarchy in that, first of all, you're going to look for the main idea. What is the main idea of what they wrote about? Go from there and go to thesis. What parts of the main idea did they take and they develop a thesis on? And from a thesis, you can build up your arguments and your position. Now, there's also line of reasoning. How did they build up their thinking? That's what this means. All right. And this, I think, is going to be more or less a new term for most of you. So line of reasoning is what claims or statements does the author use? What do they use to back up what they're saying? How are these claims interconnected? And what logical transition does the author make? So I will be sending examples on line of reasoning in exercises. And you can also go to College Board and look this up. You should be going on to College Board. Okay, and I'm gonna do something cool and I'm gonna sign in. Cool, look how that works. And then I go to my site because I see that a lot of you are not visiting it. And I have no idea why. So you should be going to the site and you should be checking out. So let's go here. Here's the AP seminar. And we're going to go to AP Classroom. And I'm going to go ahead and start assigning all the parts of it. Okay. Oh, cool. Now they have a feedback option added to assignments. You can now assign assessments, and I will be doing that. And this is really cool. So we can read this later under announcements. So I will be including that. We're waiting for it to load. As it loads, oh, here we go. Okay, so cool, awesome. I'm going to keep that so I don't forget to go to it. So analyzing sources and evidence. I've assigned all of these. You need to go through these videos. Basically, construct an evidence-based argument is how to establish an argument. I've also assigned these. There are a few more that I have not, more or less. I'm going to reassign them to make sure that all of y'all get them. So I'm going to put it like for May. This is just to show you how I do this stuff. Or you know what? Let's put it for April 30th. There you go, baby. Now, there's also understand context and perspective. And this is also basically most of AP seminar is not more or less book-based in that it's all going to be all videos. We have communicate how to engage your audience, apply conventions. And this is where you're going to go through, like for this one, I think this video is important, building your bibliography or works cited, write in an academic voice, delineating your ideas. These two are super important. I would like to actually assign these to the group. I think you guys need to be on these right now. Quoting and paraphrasing. This right here, the implying conventions, this is super important. This is what makes your paper an academic paper. And I would like to stress that everything that you're learning now, you will not lose it. You'll be using it for everything. And honestly, I wish that we could have a little more time so that we can go over this and we can practice it. Here we go. So here we can go through these things so that y'all can start using it for plagiarism and cool things like that. And then we have the end of course exam and how to plan and prepare for it. Y'all should be going through it. And I'm going to assign it. It's always good to be familiar with everything that is going on with your course. Do not put things off. Please don't. That's not fair to you. I'm going to put this for the 6th. This also goes over what you're supposed to do as a group, what you're supposed to be doing as an individual. So College Board is a good thing. You should be going through it for all your courses. Now, in regards to, I'm going back now to the EOC, to the end of course exam. I have supplied you guys with this, and I've also supplied you guys with an example, which the test that they took this May. You need to go through it, and you also need to look at the examples that people, the writing samples that I gave you guys so that you can also get familiar with it. I can't, honestly, I can't teach that to you. The more you read it and the more you look at it, the more that this model is going to stick in your head. And honestly, I have a huge thing. I love questions. And I want to see questions from you guys on these things. It helps me to build better material for you guys. If in regards to College Board, you have questions about it, it helps me also to build up better material. So please start going through it. And tell me any and all types of questions that you may have. And start, like, you also, by the end of this, going back to the initial reason why I came here, I need these right now. So this is basically verification that we already have some people have turned in. This is verification that you've done your work. And it's also, it helps me to help you along. All right. You guys have a great day. And I hope these videos that we're supplying you with help. And you should be going through everything on the chat. I also supplied a how to do your presentation link. You should be going through that. And that's it for now. Thank you. Goodbye.